All right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's okay. Sorry, hold on. I think the microphone setting is a bit off. So let me change the setting here. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I hope the sound is okay. All right, let's get started right now. Okay, so yeah, so this is the 2nd of October on Saturday. So usually on Saturdays, I talk about the psychology or money management. And today, I decided to do the free talk. So in case you have any questions, you can upload on the chat and I'm here to answer any sort of questions. So I hope you're having a great weekend. So let's start the session right now. Let me squeeze my face. All right. And just before starting here, quick disclaimer as usual. The content is basically based on my own understanding. So when you take trades, please do with your risk management. And also, since this is a live stream, it's not a recorded video. So if you can please follow the rules and guidelines on this live stream, that would be great. So let's see who's here. Oh, lots of echo. Is it? Can you hear some echoes? All right, I think I have to do something about the microphone settings. So hold on. Yeah, looks like I need to change the setting. Hold on. Let me just quickly change the setting about the microphone and also some audio devices. Yeah, so I hope you're having a great weekend. And I'm about to start the session, but before that, I'm actually changing some settings here on the microphone. Not sure what that is. All right, so maybe I just keep going. And if it's still unclear, then please let me know. Okay, so let's start. So let me see who's here first. Let's see. Kishore, good to see you. And Saman, good to see you too. And Zaf, Ifeni, good to see you too. And Kel, and Gabby, Vipin, Alex, Validmir, Akbar Fights, and Ngok, Ajif, and Min. Good to see you, everyone. Radko, Malcolm, Rose, Andres, Charlotte, and let's see, Egani. Good to see you too. All right, Umit. Thank you for joining. Great to see you too. All right, so okay, so today, since this is Saturday, market's close. So I guess I will just talk about some psychology, mindset. And today, the first topic I would like to talk about is how to wait for a trendy market. I mean, the attitude of waiting is today's main topic. So in case if you have some difficulties waiting for the chance to come, or either you are still a bit difficult to wait for the next trendy market, please let me know in the chat. You can ask me some questions about like how would you wait for a trading edge, or how can you wait for when there's no trading edge is coming. But because before I was thinking like that, I was thinking that I thought if I became a full-time trader, I have opportunities almost every day. But after I became profitable trader, it was not the case. But when I was a beginner, I thought I have opportunities every day. And if you can look for opportunities, yes, there will be everyday trading chances. If you're using scalping strategies, of course, you will have opportunities to take trades a couple of times per day. But now I changed my style to wait until the chance comes. So I'm, in that sense, more relaxed, and I can really, do something else besides trading. I enjoy my life, and whenever there's an opportunity in the markets, I come back to the charts and simply take trades. So I wonder what kind of strategies you're using in terms of how to trade, how to look for an entry chance, and I also like to know what will be the maximum duration of you can wait. Can you wait for one day until the next trading edge comes, or can you wait for, let's say, 3 days or a week until the next trading edge comes? So that will be the main topic for today. And with that in mind, I cover some questions on the chat. So yeah, let's continue here. All right, Kel, good to see you too. He says, Mr. K, will your global trading course in the future have English subtitles mode? I don't think there will be English subtitles, because the sessions, if you're talking about this global trading skill, the sessions are done by Skype. And on the Skype, I explain my strategies in English. So if you, hopefully you can follow my teachings in English, and that will be great. Yeah, and also I have a couple of recorded videos for GTS members only, and these are only available in English right now. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. I see many people here coming in. So yeah, it's been a while actually since I did the previous live stream, because this week has been a bit busy for myself. I was doing some businesses and I have places to visit. So I had kind of busy week this week, but this is live stream, and next week most likely I will be doing more live streams. So yeah, I will get to see you more next week. All right, let's see. Akbar says, if Senko span A is up but Senko span B is flat but its length is extremely small, assuming Tenkan Kijun Sen Senko span A up, should we always wait for Senko span B to also be up? Okay, so the length of the Kumo, you mean? If it's too small, then you better wait until the Kumo itself becomes more, bigger and thicker and longer. If you still see the Kumo is too small, too tight, and too young, then that is still, a bit difficult to follow that trend direction as per Kumo direction. So I think you better wait for the Senko span AB up and Kijun Sen up, and also you better wait for the Kumo development. Otherwise, the market can retrace backwards, especially when you see the price near the resistance level or support level. The market tends to retrace backwards if Kumo is too small. So I would say you better wait for the Kumo development more, or simply look at some other charts with the Kumo bigger on these charts on other market time frames. Yeah, so Kumo is very deep. Kumo itself is very deep already. If you actually master Kumo, then you can have much better understanding about what's happening in the markets. So let's see. Let me switch to some charts now. So here is trading view. Let me squeeze the screen so that it fits in this page. Okay, so let's see. I will pick the forward chart since I've screened the charts and daily charts are ranging now. So let me take the forward chart. And if you only look at the Kumo shape, this is Euro dollar, and this is good. The Kumo looks good because it's long enough and the Senko span is currently down and Kumo thick enough and long enough. This is good to be trustable for this continuous downtrend. So next Monday or Tuesday, I expect the market continuously go down this way in the forward chart. So this was a good example, and let me show you some bad example about the Kumo and Junsen. Let's see if I can find any bad examples on this market. Looks like all these Kumos are good. Okay, let's see. Let me switch to 1 hour chart and see if you can find a good example. Yeah, looks like all are either ranging or trending clear. So let me check some bad example about untrustable Kumo. And it looks like there aren't. But I found some very young Kumo like this, for example. But here is Euro dollar and 1 hour chart. And you can find that the Kumo itself is too small. So although Senko span A is down, since this Kumo is too small to be trustable, the market can retrace backwards. I mean, in this condition, the price is within the Kumo now, and you know that this is range, but let's assume that the price is below the Kumo like this here, and Kijun Sen is pointing downwards in this way, and Kumo looks like this. If you see this condition, I would wait for the Kumo to be downtrending more. Senko span A needs to be longer, and Senko span B also to be trending downwards, and then Kijun Sen continuously be down this way, and then that will be a better sell chance. So most likely I won't take a trade here, but I will take a trade over here. And while the market was downtrending within the range, it consolidates and kind of charge energy to break the support level. In this case, I can find that by Kumo and Kijun Sen angles and shape in this condition. But in the first case, the Kijun Sen was down, but since Kumo was too small, the market doesn't have enough power to break the support in this condition. That means the support are close. It might be supported here, and bounces this way. And as the market bounces without breaking the support and consolidates when the market reaches here, and when you see Kijun Sen down and Kumo to be a bit longer and bearish like this, that will be a great sell chance, and expect the market breaks the support level downwards in this way. So if you master Kumo and Kijun Sen like this way, you know which condition the market is trending or potentially breaks the support level, resistance levels, and in what condition most likely the market doesn't. You can kind of differentiate on these two different conditions. And also, you look at the Tenkan Sen and Chikou span locations too for additional confirmations. Yeah, I guess I will talk about it more next week when the market's moving, because I don't find any good examples for today's or Friday's market. But yeah, before I know deeply about the Kumo or Ichimoku itself, I never thought about the Kumo is that deep. But after I master Senko span B and A, I know I can actually see chart conditions much better than before by simply looking at the price actions, and I can kind of see the the market behind. I can kind of see that. All right, let's see. Faya says, question: at what time? What time Tokyo market opens and closes in Dubai time? So in Dubai time, in Dubai, Tokyo, the time difference is, you can actually Google and get the time difference. So right now in Tokyo, it's 11 p.m. and here in Dubai, it's 6 p.m. 6:20 p.m. precisely. In Japan, it's 11:20 p.m. in Japan. So yeah, there is a 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours difference. So in Tokyo time starts at 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And simply if you just go backwards 5 hours on opening, closing, you get the Dubai time. Yeah, but if you're questioning about the Tokyo open and close sessions in Asian session, usually I don't find any trending markets. So most likely I will just trade on London session. Slightly before the London opens, I screen charts, and I will come back chart after London open, and before New York opens, and after New York opens, I screen charts during the buy. All right. Okay, sure. You're always welcome to join the Global Trading School. It happens every 3 months, so hopefully you can join on any future sessions. So the new group just started today, and the previous group ended last week. So yeah, it's been quite amazing, and very much, very awesome groups here in the community. And by sharing my strategies and sharing my knowledge in the group, I also learn a lot from these students also, which is also a very nice thing to actually we encourage, and we take trades sometimes together, and we discuss market together in that way. So that's great. And after that, there will be a graduate group. So learning will be for lifetime. So 3 months will be just for teachings, And after that, that will be a graduate group. All right, so let me come back to some other comments now. All right, Roget says, I was watching your video on CIS. Very fascinating. Okay, thank you for the comment. I had to pause it. I had to pause it for now to watch the live stream. Okay, you'll come back. All right. All right, you can always come back anytime. Let me come back to some comments in the meantime. All right, hello Dinesh, good to see you again. Welcome back here in the community. All right, Sagu Team says, hi Kay, I've been watching a video on Bollinger Bands. I wonder what your usual exit strategy is. Do you exit trades immediately if price crosses 15-minute chart 20 MA, or do you wait until Kijun Sen goes flat? Yeah, so I wait for the Kijun Sen goes flat first, and once I see that, I go down to 50-minute chart or the 5-minute chart and wait for the price breaks 20 SMA. And that will be one of the confirmations for exit timing. So speaking of waiting for exit timing might be also challenging for some people, because if you are not right in terms of exit timing, you might be either cutting positions too quickly, or you might be exiting too late. So exit timing should be also very precise as entry chance. Or moreover, I would say exit timing should be much more precise than entries. Because what makes difference in performance is really based on the exit timings. But yeah, speaking about Bollinger Bands, if I see 20 SMA breakout, that will be one of the confirmations for exits. And what I mean by one of the exits will be, I don't take one single confirmation for entry exit. I combine multiple confirmations for entries and exits. And I use Bollinger Bands as one of the confirmations. And also I use stochastics, I use lines, and I use price actions in lower time frames in 5 or 15-minute time frames to capture the entries and exits. So since I have been using Bollinger Bands for a long time and stochastics also for a long time, I use these indicators. But the essence is that, let's say, whatever the confirmations might be, let's say you take moving average close to execute a trade. Let's say you see depth cross of 2 moving averages and sell, then the exit timing should be when they gold cross. Or when you see RSI to be bearish, and when you see RSI to be bullish, then that should be an exit timing too. That should be one of the confirmations for exit timings. So the essence is that you take exit timing if the market is not going towards your direction. And to confirm that the market doesn't go towards your direction, you can actually look for the counter signal from the entries. And that is my exit timings. And once again, that should be very precise. If you see the reversal confirmations, then you have to exit no matter what. You have to follow rules and exit there. But sometimes after exit, the market goes towards the direction. Then you simply look for the next entry chance. That should be very systematic and very logic in this way. let's see. Carbon says, Hi Kei-san, what if Sanyaku Koten happens but Kijun-sen flat? So when Sanyaku Koten happens but Kijun-sen flat, that means the market might retrace back to Kijun-sen and bounce by the Kijun-sen and continuously goes up. Or the market continuously goes up and after a couple of candles later, the market might retrace back to Kijun-sen and bounces and continuously goes up. That will be either these two scenarios. All right, Ifeani says, what time frame can be used to know when, let's see, when a day is a pullback to Kijun-sen from the daily time frame? So Kijun-sen takes the low and high for the last 26 candles. So that means, in average, market retraces back to Kijun-sen in 26 candles. So speaking about this condition here, let's see. So the previous bounce of the Kijun-sen started exactly here. And after that, let me put this vertical line. And after that, you see the Kijun-sen, the market has been below the Kijun-sen for the last, in this condition, 38 bars. And 38 is much more than 26. But eventually, after 38 bars, the market retraced back to Kijun-sen in this example. And the question is when potentially the market retraces back to Kijun-sen, and in average it's 26 candles. So if you simply count again from this previous bounce of the Kijun-sen, and this time let's count 26. So 26 candle was here. So in this condition, from here, the market could have retraced back to Kijun-sen. So that means I wouldn't look for a sell in this area because there is a potential retracement to Kijun-sen here in this area. But I would most likely look for the sell chance after the breakout somewhere here, because after the breakout, that shows this is continuous downtrend in price action. But soon the market retraces backwards, and if Kijun-sen goes flat like here, I wouldn't look for sell. But the Kijun-sen remained downtrend afterwards, and if I can find reconfirmations in lower time frames, then I will buy somewhere. But here you see the Kijun-sen retraced, and the market is now range. You see Kijun-sen flat, and Kumo should be flat also with this range market. Then I wouldn't look for any sell chances yet. So that's how you can kind of expect the market retraces back to Kijun-sen or not. But once again, it's not 100%. It said it's in average, market retraces back to Kijun-sen in 26 candles, and Tenkan-sen retracement happens in 9 candles. And depending on the market condition with the Kumo and Kijun-sen, and also price action, you better monitor charts and be precise on whether you trade or not. All right, let's see. Let me check some other comments now and questions about trading related. Let's see. Milos says, hello, Mr. K. I took a trade in OMG USDT around 14.236. Should I be thinking about exiting now? I think the daily Kumo is Kumo just became thin. Yeah, if you see daily Kumo became thin and flat, then that will be an exit. You better look for an exit time. And also, you watch the Kijun Sen. If you see Kijun Sen flat, then you better look for exit timing. So Kumo Kijun Sen itself is very powerful this way. Kamal says, hi Kei, if Tenkan Sen is rising and Kijun Sen is flat, how would one interpret the trade? I would stay away in that condition. Because when Kijun Sen flat and Tenkan Sen is up or down, that means the market is trending in the short term only. But the market should be trending in the midterm and long term to be trustable. So I wouldn't take Tenkan Sen angle itself to trade. Alright, Jagadish, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Sun says, hi Kei, what is your longest time holding trade positions? That will be, I would say, 2 weeks. What will be maximum? Because mainly I trade Forex, and Forex moves up and down every day, and every week it goes up and down. So unless I see a very stable trending market in Forex, which is a bit unusual these days, especially this year, the Forex can be ranging, kind of spiking, going up and down every day. So it's not the case this year, but last year, I saw big trends for a couple of days, and I was holding these positions in Forex. All right. Yeah, Sagwet team, you're welcome. Yeah, so speaking about the waiting, I think waiting is very important, especially in trading. Waiting is the key to success. We cannot wait, not because we are impatient, but we cannot wait because we want to trade. And we want to trade in order to get some returns. And unless you trade, you don't get returns. And with this mindset, you cannot wait. So for example here, like when I see the market is exactly in the Kumo like this, I won't trade. I never trade in this case because it's a range. But for some people, maybe you might think that the market might go up from here because you see the support in this area. There was a twice supports in the past, and you see there was a head and shoulders or triple bottom here, and in the bigger scope, this was head and shoulders inversed, and you might expect the market goes up from here. And expect the consecutive N waves in this direction. But my view is a bit different because since this is ranging prices within the Kumo now, and since Kumo is too small, Kijun Sen flat, that means the market still being sideways. It might go up and down in a few days, but overall it is still ranging for me. It might also retrace back to Kijun Sen too. And once it does, and once the market breaks a Kumo, it might turn to be bearish afterwards. So in this condition, the point is that we can create millions of scenarios, whether it goes up or down. And if you do it, the probability for the win, especially if you want to trail the profits over time, this is not a good condition to trade because the market can go up and down and we don't know which is going. So most likely, I would at least wait for the resistance level breakout. I would wait for the resistance level 1.1608 breakout. And if I see even lower time frames like 30-minute chart to be uptrending, then I might be able to follow the uptrend in 30-minute chart. But if I still see 30-minute chart to be flat, then I won't take a trade because it's in the range, it's in the Kumo also, and the market can be very tricky. Especially in this case, the price being within the Kumo. And not only that, the Kumo itself is very thick like this. The Kumo is too huge, very thick like this. And this is like airplane going into the storm. So yes, we can expect the market goes up from here, but I don't think the market goes up in a very steady move. The market can be spiky. It seems to go up or down, creates range sometimes, and it might break the resistance level, but it might become fake, traces backwards, and eventually somehow it goes up in this way. So I cannot expect the stable uptrend within the thick Kumo like this, and this is another reason why I don't look for the buy chance in this case. Although the price action says it's uptrend, I wouldn't take a buy because I knew that it would be a bit tricky in its uptrend in this condition. Let's see. Fire says, what are the signs of double bottom legs? Let's see. Recognize the legs on W pattern. Please show us the legs on the chart. I'm not sure about the double bottom legs. Is it about the Ichimoku or some other teachings? Let's see. PNQ says, what do you think about the gold? All right, let me check gold quickly. So gold in the daily chart, the price is within the Kumo now, and this is range. So I won't take a trade first of all. This is very tricky market, so I won't buy and I won't sell. And Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, we can't tell which way it's going. Yeah, looks like that Thursday was a big bullish candle. But was Friday, the market lost its movement. One thing I can say about it is we can draw the descending trend line. Looks like market is bouncing on this line. So next week, if the market bounces and goes bearish, I would look at the lower time frames. And if lower time frames show this uptrend by Kumo Kijun Sen and also Ichimoku lines, then I will look for the sell. But right now, this is against the major direction, and I won't take any trades. Yeah, but in the long term, I think the market is still bearish in this way. But we will see. Since Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, it might break the trend line and goes up or range continuously. AP says, on average, how many trades do you take per month? I would say 15 to 20 trades per month is an average. Blackwater says, Kaysen, do you think that EURUSD can reach 1.43? Or is it the resistance at 1.46 significant? Let me see. That's EURUSD. All right, EURUSD, this is bearish. Price is at the support level. Very close to these support levels right now. And since Kumo is too small, it may bounce. That is my initial thought. So 1.46, if the market breaks 1.4603, then yes, it might continuously go down this way. But the Kumo needs to be thicker and longer, and Kijun Sen needs to be down after the breakout to be able to reach 1.43. But right now, it may be supported and goes up in this way. Right? Val says, hi Kay, how do you manage the positions? So usually I take 2 positions per trade. So I open 2 trades at the same price levels, and I put the stop losses and trail the profits on these 2 different positions. So that's how I manage the positions. I used to take only 1 trade, but after I take 2 trades, my performance gets much better. And this is about the risk management and profit management. The profit factor becomes much better than taking only 1 single position. All right, Melos, you're welcome. All right, let's see. Internet says, do time cycles still work? Yes, it works. Very well, it works. But always make sure that you have to adjust the time cycles as the market goes on. Let's say you see next Henkabi could be sometime tomorrow. But let's say the market doesn't bounce tomorrow, doesn't respect the time cycle tomorrow, but let's say respects the day after. Then you have to be flexible to take the day and day after to be Henkabi and keep counting time cycles to the future. And remember, 1 or 2 candlestick difference is acceptable in time cycles. And it's only valid in the daily chart or higher time frames. Yeah, Yumit, that's right. Yes, if price is within the Kumo, within the thick Kumo, then you don't trade. Let's see. Sun says, Kay, did you also scalping like trade trader? Did you also scalping like take trade for a few hours? And how? And did you take trade on pullbacks? I used to scalping, and I found that that was not my style. That's why I changed my strategies to day to swing style, and it became much better. All right, Money Juice says, using multiple time frames, what actions do you take when price is in the Kumo in one time frame but not other time frames? So yeah, let's say you find daily chart to be in the Kumo, but let's say you find 1 hour chart to be uptrend. Then you can take 1 hour chart uptrend and you don't follow the daily chart. But since daily chart still within the Kumo, that means the market might be traced backwards very soon. So you have to be very careful for the risk management and follow the 1 hour chart uptrend. And in that way, you can find more opportunities. Because if you only wait for daily chart or the forward chart trends, you might have less trades. But if you have less trades, but still you can actually run profits over time, that's still good. But if you want to take trades more times, then you can follow 1 hour chart. So this is like multiple time frames. So I think this is a bit advanced technique in that sense. All right. Hello, Anis. Good to see you. All right, PNP, you're welcome here. Oh, you have echo in your voice. In my voice, I mean. Oh, okay. I think I have to... Only the voice. I think I have to look into the microphone setting for the echo. Yeah, sorry about the issue. It was okay. When I was actually doing the Skype session just before the live stream, that was okay. So I have to, I have to look back the live stream, and if there is an issue, I have to look into the audio setting. Yeah, sorry about the echo sound for today's live stream. Internet says, why don't you trade cryptos? They move the most. Yeah, I don't trade cryptos simply because I'm not into the cryptos, and I have almost no knowledge in terms of what's happening around cryptos. So I think that it's a risk. That's why I don't trade cryptos. If I have time and understand what's happening in the cryptos, and if I'm more confident on cryptos, then I might be trading. But for now, I stick to Forex because Forex has been my profession and I know well about the markets. All right. So I do see many more comments, but I have to go. So sorry, I wasn't able to cover all the comments for today. But after this live session ends, I will come back to this chat and enjoy your comments. So once again, thank you for joining, everyone. And since this is Saturday, I hope you have a great weekend. So yeah, for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you on the Ichimoku membership in about 10 minutes. And for those who are joining public, I will see you tomorrow on the weekly forecast. So once again, thank you for joining, and I will see you on the next one. So until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Right? Bye for now. またね。